have exercise classes, we have arts and crafts programs, we have a huge line dancing program, we do health and wellness talks and seminars. We've done classes on fall prevention, and we have a little bit of everything to serve our seniors in the community.
What's up, College Station? Today we're talking about senior programming and memberships, and I'm joined by Kari Williamson, the Senior Services Coordinator. Hey Kari, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm glad to have you here on our new set, and I'm a little bit of a fill-in today. You don't get Grace. I'm Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been at the city?
So I've been in my current role as Senior Services Coordinator for about 3 years now. I was born and raised in Bryan, went to Bryan schools. Then after I graduated high school, just kind of wasn't sure what I was going to do, started working in a retirement community, and that passion for serving seniors in the community, it sparked in me, and I've been working with seniors ever since.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of different settings, but I'm happy to be in College Station, getting to serve our senior community here.
Wow, so what brought you to the city?
So I was looking for something a little bit different. I had been working in retirement homes that offered a lot of different levels of care, and they lived there, and I would do activities, and I would work at the front desk for them. So it was just something that I wanted to do that was different and something I'd never done before, and that was working in our community centers.
Right. And so you've been here for how many years now?
I've been with the city for 3 years.
For 3 years?
But I went away for a while. I went to college and came back for this role.
Okay.
And, yeah, I've been enjoying it.
Nice. And you work within the Parks and Recreation Department?
I do, yes.
Okay. And where are you facilitated, mainly? Where's your main office?
So I have an office at our Central Park headquarters, but really I'm all over the place in our Meyer Senior Community Center, our Southwood Community Center, and Lincoln Recreation Center. We have senior programs for those 55 and over at all three, and I'm kind of float around amongst all of them, and then I kind of spend my afternoons or sometimes in the mornings at the office at Central Park.
Okay.
So I'm everywhere.
Nice. Well, let's talk about the programs themselves. What's kind of the mission of the city's senior programming? Tell us a little bit about that, and what do you personally find rewarding about some of the programming that you offer?
Yeah, so we offer a wide variety of programs for those 55 and over. We have exercise classes, we have arts and crafts programs, we have a huge line dancing program, we do health and wellness talks and seminars. We've done classes on fall prevention, and we have a little bit of everything to serve our seniors in the community, and it's all spread out amongst all three centers.
Is there certain topics that remain in certain centers, or is there things that go on monthly, or are they all seasonal?
Yeah, so our monthly calendar normally stays the same with our core programming. Like Meyer Center, we do a little bit of everything, but it's a lot of our games and our smaller exercise classes, and maybe some classes here and there on health and wellness. Then we have Southwood Community Center. That's our big exercise classes, our line dancing program. And then at Lincoln Center, we have our program is from 9 to 1 at Lincoln Center. We do a little bit of everything, and we have exercise, games, arts and crafts. We also have they can utilize the gym if you're a walker and want to walk indoors. We also have our gym that has all the equipment you need, basic gym equipment, and our seniors have access to that during those hours as well. Okay. So we have a little bit of everything everywhere.
Nice. Where can people find more information about the monthly calendars and things like that?
Yeah, So you can visit us online at cstx.gov/seniors. You can see our senior program calendar that we do every month, and then we also have our new Parks and Recreation Guide. That's a great place to go for descriptions on all the programs. Sometimes you look at our calendar and you're like, I'm not sure what that is, but you can refer to the guide. We have descriptions. We put little blurbs about our instructors, and that's a great place to go when you want a little bit more information. But I always encourage people to stop in the centers, talk to our part-time staff at the front desk, talk to me, get some information. So there's a lot of different ways that you can get connected with us.
And what kind of work goes into, your thought behind the programming? Do you draw inspiration from the community? Do you hear feedback from what the seniors are wanting? How do you decide what is it that the programming's, how are you deciding on what's being offered?
Yeah, so a lot of our programs have been staples for several years, even before I joined the department. But just sitting down with our seniors, seeing what they want, what they need, seeing what their interests are at the time, just kind of talking with them. We have a senior advisory group that meets once a month. That's a great way to come in and share new ideas, and we always want to listen. And some people, they are like, I've, did this for this many years and I'd love to teach a class, or I'd love to start this particular program. So we're always encouraging our members to do things for our community centers as well. So that's kind of how we plan our monthly programming. And then we also partner with, healthcare agencies in the community, the Area Agency on Aging with the Brazos Valley Council of Government. They offer certain classes and come in and can talk on different topics, and just having those partnerships along with making sure we're doing programming that interests our members.
And then how do you, get the teachers or the instructors for the programs? How do you go about sourcing those professionals?
So some of them are people who participate in our programs, and they just do it for fun. We've had instructors that have been, teaching exercise in different facilities in town for years, and kind of finding out who those people are and bringing them in. We have a line dancing instructor who has her own dance studio, and we reached out to her when we needed someone, and kind of a lot of different ways that we've brought in some of our instructors.
Wow. And now these programs really support, overall, well-being. What kind of impact does this have to the senior citizens of our community? Do you have any, impactful stories that you've heard from some of the senior members that you've connected with?
Oh, yeah. So we've had people come in and participate in programs, and then they either have a fall, or they lose a loved one, or, I even have strokes, heart attacks, and, they might go and get physical therapy for a while, and then they come back and they use our programs to get stronger, to get engaged, and to continue to stay active. We have had so many stories with our seniors, going through some tough times and using our programs as an outlet to get better and get stronger.
Awesome. Is there anything new or popular that you've added recently that is just kind of taking off with the seniors?
Yeah, so there's such a need for technology assistance. I mean, with the way that our phones are updating and everything's updating all the time, and keeping up with all of that. So we have a computer lab at Southwood Community Center, and we do computer and tech assistance for our seniors, and they can bring in their phones, tablets, laptops, and we have one of our staff members there to help them and can get them going in whatever direction they need to. And then we've realized that a lot of people need help with their phones, just either setting up their phones or taking pictures, videos.
Oh, for sure.
So in the new year, we're going to be offering a class once a month at the Lincoln Center, and they can learn all the things on their phone.
That's great.
And we're excited to introduce that.
That's awesome. Trying to stay up with today's technology as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we all know. I know I have elderly grandparents, things like that. We all have had that growing up, having to teach as technology has changed. How to
Yeah.
use a TV remote, or
Yes.
I mean, I think we've all gone through that. And now, as things keep changing, like our phones just keep changing over time. I can only imagine how difficult it must be. So I think that's a
Right.
great program to offer.
Yeah, we're excited. We'll keep that going and providing that help assistance for our seniors because it's really needed.
Yeah. Well, so what surprised you the most about working with, senior citizens?
Well, I would say that they're such an active group of people. I've worked in different areas, and sometimes you walk in and they might not be doing much, and so sometimes people have that perception that seniors. You don't really doing a whole lot, but this is the most active group of people I have ever worked with. They are ready to go, and they want to stay active and engaged in their communities, and they want to travel, they want to participate in programming, and I have a group of seniors that will play games from 9 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then if we have a special event in the evening, they're driving over to Southwood for, a senior dance. So they just don't stop sometimes, and I think that's great. They enjoy it, and they want to be around their friends that they've made through our programs, and, that's a special thing to be a part of.
Wow. That's amazing. And do we just offer programming for just College Station residents, or do we also offer programming for non-College Station residents?
So it's for anyone, College Station and non-residents. There is a difference in the membership fee, but our programs are open to anyone.
And how has this role of yours evolved over time as College Station continues to grow? I know you've only been here for 3 years, but I feel like we are continuing to rapidly grow, and you keep saying we're continuing to add more programming. Do you see an impact on your role here as well by offering more programming to the senior citizens?
Oh yeah, so it's with more people moving here, retiring here, there is that want and need for more programming, and we utilize our facilities the best we can, and I hope that within this role that we can continue to grow and keep up with trends with senior programming and maybe offer some different things that we haven't before, and just kind of seeing what the real wants and needs of our community are right now, and just continue to educate ourselves on things that are emerging and trends that are going on within the seniors.
And how are you reaching seniors who maybe aren't yet involved?
So I do go out and I educate different groups on our programs. I take calendars out in the community. We even have seniors within our program. When we print the calendar, they're taking a stack and they're going to their gyms, their doctor's offices. They're going everywhere to spread the word. And I try my best to be out in the community, and I have a presentation and I talk about everything we offer with pictures and videos of some of our events, and just kind of getting the word out there, because a lot of people don't know that we offer so much. And being somebody that grew up here and had grandparents here, I had no idea that the city of College Station offered so many things for seniors, and being able to be a part of that now, it's pretty special.
Do you have a favorite program or an event that y'all host every year?
I really love our special events. They are free to those 55 and over.
Okay.
It's an opportunity for people that still work to, come in the evenings and, participate and get to see what we're all about. And we normally have a DJ, music,
Wow.
games, dancing, and it's always fun to see our members that I see every day at the centers and new people coming in and getting to have fun and just celebrating one another, and it's fun to see.
That's awesome. And what kind of work goes into putting on one of those events? Is it all Parks and Recreation staff?
Yeah, so we find the times and the dates and the themes, and we'll bring in different agencies that serve seniors in the community, and they'll either set up tables or they might provide a dessert or a fun game. So we're always encouraging people to come into our programs and they can promote their services and also be serving and having fun with the seniors as well.
Nice. And for anyone watching who wants to get involved, do you have any advice for, the next steps?
Yeah, so if you've just been looking for something new to do, or it's about to be the new year and you're just ready to get out there and get active, I just suggest walking into one of our centers and getting information. And sometimes it's just great to see everything going on and talking with somebody about the different things that we offer, and starting conversations on what their interests are. And I would just say show up, and we'll find you something that suits your interest, or come to a special event that's free.
Right.
And meet people, and you might be surprised, you might be seeing people that you know from other places in town. So just showing up and seeing what it's all about, I think that's a great first step.
Are there any upcoming events, maybe in the new year, that you're offering or that you're looking forward to?
Oh, yeah. So we do our Valentine's Day social every year at the Lincoln Recreation Center. This year will be Friday, February 13th, starting at 11. And sometimes we do a fashion show. That's to be decided if we're going to do that or not. But we have a DJ, dancing, we do a light meal, and it's just a great time. They show up in their pink and their red, and we just dance and just socialize together.
Will we also see you out there dressed up as well?
Oh, yeah. I'm
Perfect.
wearing the sweaters, I'm wearing the necklaces, I'm dancing,
Awesome.
I'm out there.
Awesome. Anything else that you're offering?
Yeah, so something different that we haven't done. We're doing like a spring bingo bash event on April 17th at the Lincoln Center. This is a great way to all come together. We play bingo. We're going to invite a lot of the different healthcare agencies that serve seniors, and we might take turns calling bingo. They're going to provide some prizes, and we'll have some light breakfast foods to serve at that event as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure people are going to look forward to that one.
Yeah, and then we also have our senior night out that we do at Southwood Community Center. This is a great opportunity for an evening event. If you still work or you're pretty busy during the day, we do those. We have a few coming up in the new year, and we have a good time with dancing in one room, and then we have games and light food and refreshments in the other room. So you can look at our calendar and see all of those dates for that particular event as well. And all three of those events are free to those 55 and over, and you don't have to register, you just show up.
And I'm sure you'll have more information about them, coming
Yes.
up on all the websites
Right.
and all the pages, social
Yes.
media, things like that. So people will
Absolutely.
definitely be able to get the news about that.
Yes, of course.
And what about people who might want to volunteer or, help, to help you organize some of these events?
So they can reach out to me. I have an office phone number and email. You can find that information on our website. You can call our centers, and our part-time staff will get you connected with me, and we can find dates and times that work best for them, and we always appreciate the help.
Definitely. And one more time, what's the best, website to find information about the senior calendar and to find your contact information?
It's cstx.gov/senior.
Perfect. Now, usually at the end of this kind of segment, we do a Would You Rather, and it's kind of quick and fun. Are you up for the challenge?
I'm up for it.
All right. Well, number one is arts and crafts or a fitness class.
Ooh, that's tough for me, but right now I'm gonna say fitness class.
Nice.
You can find me line dancing. You'll find me exercising with them. I love it just as much as they do.
Really? So you get out there? And
I get out there.
Awesome. We're going to have to get out there and see some of this.
You gotta come.
All right. I'm going to be out there next time. What about a giant senior game night or a throwback dance party?
Ooh, I do know our seniors love their games. I'm gonna do a big game night.
Awesome. Learn something new or relax and socialize?
With it being wintertime and cold and just I'm gonna say something cozy and relaxing.
Fair enough. Get our hot cocoa in.
Mm-hmm.
Outdoor fitness or coffee and conversation?
Outdoor fitness if it's spring, good weather. and/or just getting together and socializing with winter weather.
Okay. Well, outdoor fitness, we're heading into the new year, 2026. We're getting our goals in. So, there's that.
Absolutely.
Holiday luncheon or themed costume day?
Holiday luncheon. We actually just had one yesterday, a Christmas potluck.
Awesome.
We had Santa, so you could take pictures.
Wonderful.
We are at a lot of people in our department out there cooking pancakes and eggs, and it was fun.
Wonderful. Well, we're so happy to have you here and to get to know you a little bit better and to hear all the wonderful things you're doing at the senior centers and to learn more about your programming. So thank you so much for coming on to the set in the studio.
Thank you.
Again, if you want to learn more about all the programming and services that you offer, what is the website?
cstx.gov/seniors.
And that's what's up.